What's up, guys? It's Logan in town here from the Aplusboyz YouTube channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not doing riding content. We're doing a sit-down podcast. If anybody actually watches these videos, you guys can ask us questions in the comment section, and we'll do a Q&A next time.
Oh yeah.
Question and answer. You know, we're down here gonna tell some stories. Yeah.
All right, so let's hear your top two riding experiences,
Top two riding,
or like mudding or whatever.
mudding?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different thing, eh?
Well, you can do either one. You can do
So
one mix
I'm
and
gonna
match.
do riding experience. So obviously, you got to be up there. First time ever going to a track. Rode
Where? Oh yeah.
Rode my RFN 140.
You were moving too.
I
They got muddy too.
It was bad.
It was bad.
I like my 140 has like no back tires, so it's
Still got the China tires on it.
yeah.
And then the rear, like what happened? Something in the rear brake.
Yeah, my rear brake froze up, so I was riding on the rear brake the whole
yeah,
time.
overheated.
I thought I was in gear. It's just the rear brake.
What do you mean you thought you were in gear?
Cause it wouldn't
Oh yeah.
roll. Honestly, one of my favorite stories that we still go back and forth about, we always laugh about it. Our first time going to our mini track.
Oh my god.
First time going to the mini track. Dude, we were so scared that we were gonna get caught for nothing.
Yeah. We were wicked scared.
It was like snowy outside.
Yeah, midwinter.
It
It's
was-
like right behind a plow truck.
Yeah, like almost like a plow truck company, and like
Yeah, it's like a plowing company,
So-
but they park all their equipment there.
so. Me and him, we were out there with the Talaria, and
I think we had the 140 too.
no, it was just Talaria.
Just the first time.
Yeah. So we're out there, we're riding. Town goes, I think I see someone in that parking lot. I was like, uh-oh. Because at the time, we didn't think, like, we were legally allowed to be back there.
Yeah.
So, me being me, I just, like, got on my hands and knees and, like...
Army crawled up there.
Yeah. I, like, army crawled up to the, like, the woods line so I could see. And I saw, like, 2 or 3 dudes.
Yeah,
And I was like, uh-oh. So I got up and I like ducked down and I just started like waddling back to the trail. And we were back there in town. I told Town what was going on. He's like, oh, what?
Yeah, I was so scared.
So like we rolled up the Talaria. Keep in mind, it's the dead middle of winter. Everything's white. It's snowing out, and there's a black Talaria in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
And like, so we sling her down right on the woods line, right?
Yeah, we didn't know what to do.
And then Talon sneaks up, and he's like,
I was like Superman and on the seat trying to be.
he's looking, and like in the meantime, like we're talking, like he's gonna just put her in sport mode and give her the beans and fly right by, and I'm gonna run through this like, what is this story?
No, yeah. So it's like there's another good story, because so like there's like this gravel pit, and then in between the gravel pit and then there's a storage facility. There's like a little creek, and there's a trailer park like a mile down the road, and there's like a leach field, and like just a normal leach field, just like water and like stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Turns out we figured this out like last week.
Yeah.
Walked over there, gonna try to make a new trail. Walked next to the river. I was like, "You fart?" He goes, "No, I didn't fart." Well, normally he'll lie about that, so I'm trying. But besides the fact, we walked down and like it kind of like pulled up at the end and then like dispersed itself in this field.
Alright, we're still good.
And so we walked, and there was like toilet paper and like. I mean, I
there was
kid you
human
not.
feces everywhere.
There was a turd. Looked like an anaconda. It was huge. I mean, it had to be like
4 foot long, dude.
Yeah. It was bad.
So like back to the main story.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, there's like a gravel pit. There's the creek, the Poop Creek. Poop Creek. And then on the other side, there's like a storage, like a bunch of storage bays thing. And so like we're thinking like he's just gonna put in sport mode and fly right by him, and I'm gonna go through this storage lot. And
Meet me on the other side.
And I'm gonna run through and jump the fence on the other side. So I go across the Poop Creek.
I probably got a picture somewhere of that.
Yeah, he's definitely got a photo of me on the other side. I was concerned.
Yeah, you were.
I climb up the other side. I like peek my head up, and there's just all I see is like 4 security cameras
like
lined back and forth.
too.
And I duck back down. I go, Tim, there's security cameras. And he goes, we didn't think about that.
We walked back. Oh my God, we were still probably 15 minutes waiting, thinking about how we were gonna get out. We thought we could just wait them out and they were gonna leave.
We were out there for like an hour.
Yeah.
Trying to wait them out.
So we didn't even know what to do. And we were like, screw it, we're not sitting here any longer. We got out of Telaria.
No, it was just you.
No, it was both of us.
No, it was you, and then I walked right by both of them.
Oh, I thought we were busting nuts and we just cruised out of there.
Busting nuts.
Busting nuts in the butts.
No, he hopped on Solaria and he did just as we planned. He just gave her the beans. And I walked through like the side of where their stuff is, and there were just these 2 big freaking beefy dudes.
Yeah.
And they were standing there, and I just like say screw it, and I just book it right by them. And then we meet up at the road, and I hop on the back, and then we cruise down the road, and I walk up the hill. At this point, we're like huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
And we get up to here. I'm running because I have the keys. I unlock the door. I open it, and Talon like drifts into the like right next to the door, and he just sends it right through the door.
Yep.
And we run in. We close the door shut, and we lock it, and we never went back.
Yeah, we didn't go back. Well, I think I went back alone. No, like we didn't really have any snow, but
No.
all of like the gravel was like frozen.
And then I remember the one time we had a 140 out there, and
Well, you run Telaria.
I was on the Telaria. Town was on the 140 that we had. Now, Town, you're up.
Dude, this thing's hard.
If you'd hurry up.
Yeah.
So, top favorite riding story experience.
Top one.
Yeah.
Top one.
Top 1, top 2,
Top
maybe
one.
top 3.
Well, I did have a good one this past week.
Yeah.
Should we tell them about that?
I mean, if you want to.
So, alright, so pretty much got to the track Wednesday night. It was probably, what time? 4?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably,
I wasn't there.
it's probably 4 o'clock, showed up. I had the 250 with me, but I didn't ride it because I was going to just ride the Super Mini first and I was going to get on the 250. And then,
That never happened.
no, it didn't. It didn't ever happen.
Never has happened.
Yeah, never has happened. I'm yet to ride it. The first time I just didn't ride it because we brought it to Broome and I only rode there. That was my first time there. And then brought it to Jackson's and then back to the story, So riding Super Mini around, putting down some hot laps. And then,
Hot laps meaning like 20-minute laps could be slow.
alright, come on. You don't gotta bust my chops, guy. But
I'm just joking.
so I was cruising pretty good and then there was this one tabletop that I was just in the bounce zone like the whole time. And like, I didn't feel like having to like, whatever that
I
was.
got the chills, bro.
But so I was, little spasm there. I'm back.
I was gonna say,
Hang on.
I was gonna say
Hey,
something, but it's
hey,
not
hey.
too friendly.
Lock in. Mr. Coney, lock in. If you're watching this, I love your class. I really do.
Me too.
Daniel is just the best. Especially when he's wearing his sunglasses inside. Oh my god. Alright, we're getting off topic.
Back to the
story. So, there was this tabletop in the bounce zone. Wasn't really enjoying that. So it's gonna keep recording, dude. It's fine.
Well, yeah, but last time it didn't.
But so yeah, we go back, or so it's like you come out of this corner, there's a roller, you get on gas, hit this tabletop. Well, fourth gear pin up tabletop.
What? By the way, we're on the Super Mini.
Yeah, super mini. So I thought it was gonna be A-okay, just like normal. Turns out, hit it, pretty much like I'm gonna do a backflip. I was beyond 12 o'clock. What's after 12? I was 1 o'clock.
Oh my
I was
God.
1 o'clock in the air, and I was debating holding on to it and going for a wild ride or letting it go.
I think you should have. That would have been entertaining.
Well, it wasn't getting a video anyway, so. But either way, I bailed off the bike midair. Just said to myself, "Oh crap!" Threw the bike.
You
Landed.
didn't say, "Oh crap!" You just.
Landed on my buttocks. All right, and then like
The tailbone
the
region.
tailbone, right? Like, so my feet are like this, and then my butt hit the ground after my feet like just like fully compressed my body. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't, just, you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
So go down, right, and then like try walking out of it. Not the best at walking apparently. Tucked and rolled, front foot, and then, but as I like kind of like looked ahead of myself when I was doing my little tuck and roll, I could see the bike and it just kept going straight. It never even went down really.
Why not- why not-
Bike rolled off the track and just tipped over.
No, but before it rolled off the track, it hit a jump.
Yeah, it did it.
Probably hit the jump better than he could on the bike.
Okay. Yeah, busted my chops again. But yeah, that was quite the story. And then after that same jump, I was
I thought it was a different jump.
no, it was actually a different jump, but there was this double into the rollers. Went to hit it, cased it. Wait, no, it wasn't even on that jump. That was like a while back. It was the same jump. Same day, same jump. Freaking went to hit it. There was a
Guy's
big,
telling the story and doesn't even know the story.
dude. You're confusing me because you're telling me it's a different jump and it wasn't a different jump.
You should know your own story.
Just stop. Just stop. All right, so I hit this jump, and then turns out. Can you not? I'm
bad.
speaking.
I have Tourette's.
All right, so I hit this jump right, and there was like a
Oh
mud
my
puddle in the
God.
middle. Went, and I was just cruising slow, stuffed the front, over the bars, and yeah, that's bad. Oh, I bent the crossbar.
Don't know how he did that.
With my balls. Yeah, no, I bent it with my leg, but my leg, the third leg. Legs all bruised up right here. I actually could show you the bars. These are not the bars. This is just the crossbar, but as you can see here, she's not straight. Right there should be straight. This piece right here.
Go to the camera. Not straight, as you can see there.
Yeah, not straight.
Looks fine, works fine. So good.
Alright, I'll put this back for you. I know you don't put anything away.
Yeah, you got.
Yep. Check out our other videos coming out too. We're gonna like upload 2 videos.
We're gonna
tonight.
upload like a podcast or 2.
No, just we're gonna put them together.
Oh, we're putting these 2 together?
Yeah.
So we're having 2 podcasts.
It's one podcast.
One podcast coming out tonight or tomorrow.
And then we're gonna have a little montage, you know.
A little riding session. And then possibly a 3rd bloopers video of just us. Who even knows what was happening.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff going on.
But
Not gonna lie.
if you're gonna watch
there's some what's the word? There's some
buffoonery.
There was some good moments in the videos. There was some good moments.
There were some great
especially Logan. Logan had some good moments. I might have slipped in a couple here and there, but yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching.
Nobody watched